Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of The Reality Is. As always, it's Noor, and I'm with somebody that you might know and love him as maybe the host of the Summer House and now Rhode Island watch parties at Splash Chicago. Maybe you know him as the host of a hilarious new podcast called Clap If You Care. Or for the OGs, you might remember him from Clubhouse or Instagram. You know him. You love him. I love him. It's Brett of Bravo by Brett.
Oh my gosh, I think this is the most in-depth. It's like, do I have a hobby? I mean, intro.
Maybe you see him at Barry's from time to time.
I'm a multi-hyphenate. I'm a multi-hyphenate, okay? Get in line, everyone.
I had obviously, like, we had talked about, like, having you back on for the longest. And obviously everyone's like, Summer House, Summer House, Summer House. So I talk. Listen, if I thought about a day where I want to talk to somebody about New England life and Southern life, I'm like, that's Brett.
The way I'm from Atlanta and Boston at the same time.
It's crazy.
I'm telling you, my night is always filled on Sunday.
Oh, it's so good. Atlanta, are you loving the season?
I'm loving the season. I love the banter, the wittiness, the delusion, the bankruptcy. I just love how we've reached a point in American culture where bankruptcy is kind of a joke. You know?
Yeah.
It's like you're going bankrupt? Everybody is. Don't you worry.
Yeah, I love when occasionally, like, it'll come up. I don't know. I actually deleted TikTok from my phone a long time ago, but when I was on TikTok, I would randomly get that person and be like, obviously it's like some bitch selling some course, making money off of poor people, but she's
Amanda.
Like, it's somebody being like, I was racked in $10,000 of debt, and this is how I got rid of it. Follow me for more saving tips. And I'm like, $10,000, that's not really debt.
I mean, I'm hearing millions, and I'm like, and they're dropping millions like it's like candy canes. I'm going, million? Oh my god! Let me look at my bank account again. Overdraft 76 cents. Oh, whoops.
You know what I love about Atlanta this season is, and we saw a lot more of it, is that I hate in Housewives when there's a pylon. Don't love a pylon, but I love when there's two teams. I love a team sport. I love the fact that we have these pool house losers and then the rest of the cast.
Oh, I'm obsessed. Not the pool house losers.
Well, let's get into this week's episode.
Okay, yes.
We picked back up on this stupid Sprinter van where Kelly is flopping. She's flopping against Portia. She's saying all kinds of nonsense. And what's hilarious is they really did say all kinds of nonsense to each other and then head to dinner and be like, I hated who I was. I hated it. And then everybody enjoys a good meal except for Pinky, who enjoys the toilet.
Poor thing.
She's laid out. Why did she have those like booties on her feet? Is it because she was barefoot?
Vegan. It's because she's vegan.
So stupid.
I just like, and I also, I'm glad we reached the point also that like, just because you're vegan doesn't mean you're healthy.
Yes.
I'm glad we've moved on from that concept, okay, you're vegan. Okay, remind us again.
Did you see her diamond encrusted vegan necklace?
I mean, I noticed that a couple episodes ago. I was like, oh, well, that's because being vegan was like so popular, and then, I'm on the board of PETA.
Okay.
Yeah,
like we've come fully back around on PETA. We're like, oh, okay, I understand why PETA existed, and then we're like, PETA, fucking weirdo, get out of here.
Let me have my chicken sandwich in peace. Okay, yeah. There's a lot more things to worry about.
Have you been to Slutty Vegan?
No, and I never will. Closed.
I have. It's pretty good. It's like good vegan food.
I'm sure.
But then every time I eat vegan food, I'm like, well, let me just swing by Burger King and get myself a chicken sandwich.
They always try to convince me, like, do you eat meat?
Me? Yeah.
Okay.
I eat everything but pork.
Okay. the people who are like vegetarian and whatever vegan, they're like, all you have to do is have some seitan or like whatever it is, like have some
You're not going to
lentils.
convince me about Satan. Okay, you're
Yeah.
going.
Like it's called that for a reason, baby. Okay, I'm not eating the devil's juice. All right. Mm-mm.
I know. And like I love going to like a Chinese restaurant and then getting some vegan like some tofu stuff cuz it's like
Oh, of
cooked
course.
really well. It's delicious.
I love it.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, would you like to go to an eatery and be greeted as a slut?
But that's every bar I go to. They come walking in. Well, here's the slut.
So funny. Oh my god. All right, anyway, at this dinner, Kay and Drew have some words. Kay, Michelle and Drew have some words about this this gentleman named Black who loves to be on camera. And then the next morning, Kay Michelle won't stop crying about how somebody's been plotting against her. And she has confided in the pool house losers, which results in a sit down that Shamia sort of forces everybody to have it while she's wearing a thong.
She loves a sit down.
She loves a sit down. And it ends with Kay Michelle and Drew nearly in fisticuffs. This episode, as I was watching, I was like, how fucking long is this episode?
It
And
was
then
long.
we still got them, most of them attending this gala, whatever. Honestly, it's an event I still don't quite understand, but it was fine. I was like, okay, everybody got to roll out their big hair and their costumes and their jewelry. Wonderful. Amazing.
The jewelry, I mean, alone.
The jewelry wasn't phenomenal. Okay, let's talk about Miss K. Michelle.
Obsessed with her.
I love her so much, but she is. I understand Portia kneeling down next to her and saying, "This doesn't feel right. Are you okay?" What do you make of her feelings so far?
Well, I'm sure it's the silicone bubbling up or something. You know, it's something's triggering, something's sitting on some tear duct or something that's causing causing her to be just off the cuff, we'll say.
I think that the poor lady has gone through so much with Love and Hip Hop. Like Love and Hip Hop really is so intense. Like it
Yeah.
is so crazy that I understand why she's coming into this being like, oh, housewives are going to be nice to you, but then they're going to be really nasty to you in the background. Like this whole thing that she says where like, you know, she's taken offense by Drew passingly in passing saying, oh yeah, like, you know, Black. And then also Portia being like, this is a clean vagina. This isn't a clean vagina. Like her thinking that those are digs at her. I think she's just coming from a place of paranoia and insecurity. Like I do think Portia is messy, and obviously I know Phaedra
Oh,
is so messy. Like together they are disastrous. I can totally see them somehow being like, "Oh, we got Kay Michelle joining the show. Like, let's see what beef she's had in the past and like prepare ourselves." You know. But
yeah.
is that plotting? I
I
don't know
mean,
about plotting.
I rewatched. I had to go back to watch more Atlanta because sometimes I get distracted, so
Mhm.
my attention isn't always full. But when Portia did the miscarriage,
Yeah.
that did seem very weird. And then following up with this episode, it's almost kind of like she's trying to carry the season with she's been talking too much to Giselle Bryant, right? Too many girls cast trips and too many Bravo events they've been together, and it's like she almost feels like she's kind of producing a little bit. Drew Fedora is just dumb. So
I love her so much. I love her so much. I love her in a way that I love Larsa Pippen in that like both of them are just like in the words of Karen Huger, the dizziest bitch at the table and just
100%.
like so lost.
So lost. And again, it goes back to like, I don't think Drew, K. Michelle was taking it that like, and I feel like it's like a difference of like understanding of words and like, I don't want to say different generations because I feel like they're in the same generation, but
Yeah.
it feels like a cross-generational conversation where it's like I'd be like, oh my God, like, you know, this person, like you follow them on Instagram,
Yeah.
you know, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh yeah, I know them. But you don't, which is what the K. Michelle is taking. She's like, I was at a party once, you know,
Yeah.
but like but like you probably have heard, yes, you're not getting dinner and brunch and you guys aren't braiding each other's hair.
Mhm.
Okay. But you probably know of Black.
Yeah.
So as that is what Drew is saying. Oh, Black, like they said hello on a call and you acknowledged him as like which they rolled that clip back and I didn't hear what Drew said, what she thought she had heard, which was like, I remember you or something like that.
Yeah, no, she just says, "Hey, nice to meet you," which
Yeah.
feels like a polite enough thing to say.
Yeah. Through the phone.
Also, like, I love to see who my mutuals are with somebody. So, like, it's possible that Black follows or K Michelle follows Black and like
Yeah, but I didn't think Drew was implying that like oh you've been a long time best friend with Black, like uh, maybe she's like a little bit more heightened now or nervous. I don't know. Who knows what came at him?
I do think also it does not help that in the Pool House losers, we have Shamia, who,
Oh
like, okay, K Michelle now has beef against the two people that Shamia doesn't like. Come
yeah,
on. Let's go. I loved Pinky being like, "How am I supposed to take you seriously if you're wearing a thong?"
not wrong though, not wrong.
No, not wrong. She was so emotional. She's like, "Let's go. I'm going to go with my whole ass out, a magnificent ass out. I'm going to go there." And everybody's like, "Is this serious? We don't know what's going on. You're wearing no clothes." You have no idea what's happening.
I should have all serious conversations like that.
I think so. I think if you're gonna like, I think like a big thing for me in like my marriage is I always say like a thing that like turned over. I mean, I'll be married 15 years in July, but like a thing that like really helped us is that when we have to have serious conversations, I try to make sure that my hand is on his hand because I want there to be like a physical connection to make sure that like we're in the same place. Like I'm coming from like a good place. Like it's important for me to have physical touch.
Mm.
So maybe that's what Shamia feels about her butt. Shamia's like, if my ass is out, I feel really confident that this is going to go really well.
It's like the tits and weather, if she feels it, if the breeze is blowing, then the air is flowing.
um, did you hear about any of these rumors about K Michelle's vagina?
No, surprise to
Yeah.
me.
It's so funny also because like I know that there are people who have followed K Michelle for a really long time that know all about the previous beef. Like
Yeah.
she's a longstanding person. And I think it's always interesting when like someone like that joins a Bravo show and then there's an entire part of the viewership that is like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then a whole bunch of people like, you don't know. K Michelle's been going through it for like a decade. People have been talking about her vag. Talking about my vag, I would be pissed.
Ooh.
You don't want someone talking about your genitalia.
No, it's a no-go. It's never going to end well,
No.
Also, how do you know what's going on? How do you know?
How
You
do you
looking?
know? Yeah,
You looking?
exactly. Yeah, and like also like who cares what a man has to say about a woman?
I feel like the smell is like the oldest trick in the book.
It really is. It's like so middle school. It
You gotta be
feels to me like middle school.
you gotta be creative. You gotta be creative with your insults nowadays. They gotta be a
Yeah.
little bit. They gotta be beyond what's been used.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I just feel bad for K Michelle because I'm like, you really have to get it together. Like, I get it that you're upset. I get it that this is emotional for you. But like, I don't think that crying about being paranoid that people are talking about you is like fun housewifery. You know what I mean? Like, I want you to come in and be like, "Oh yeah, bitch, like you think that you know this and that about me? Well, I'm
Yeah.
about to roll up on you." But like to just be like, "I'm going to cry and then when I stop crying, I'm going to start punching." And I'm like, "Well, let's talk before we punch."
That's an interesting concept. People always ask like what makes a good first season housewife, and like
Mm.
who's like the blueprint and who's the model. It depends on the group and the cast that it's going into. I th- I think Atlanta has a lot of strong women. I mean, they're all strong women, but Atlanta has a lot of strong women who aren't afraid to say how they're feeling or doing or moving.
Yeah.
I don't mind too much K Michelle's pushback, but I will be upset if it continues into her second season.
Yeah.
If she keeps this attitude up that she has, this kind of like cower down attitude, which doesn't make sense coming from her history.
Yeah.
Um, What is she? I mean, and maybe she thinks that these are her friends and she's confused. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know either. And I hate that she's bundled herself up with those losers.
You know what? Sometimes you don't have a choice. Sometimes you just have to.
sometimes, sometimes you're left with what you're left with. No, I get it.
Exactly.
I understand.
You
I
got
understand.
you got Fangela walking around there with her debt.
I love her. Another one who's like, I foreclosed a house. Meanwhile, in New Jersey, it took like 10 years for Teresa to admit that her house was getting foreclosed.
10 years, 10 years, and it wasn't even her. Well, they showed a picture of one of the houses that she bought for like $137,000. I wanted to be like, the money is not in the hundreds, baby. Like if you're gonna buy a home and like you're not gonna buy $100,000 home and put $200,000 into it and then sell it for 400 in an area where homes are $100,000.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way.
I mean, depending on the area, but people have caught on, where to buy
Mhm.
property. I'm like, against all odds. I'm like, yeah, everyone told you not to buy it and you did it. So, and everyone's telling. Ugh, I'm so annoyed by this, as you can tell, because the
Mhm.
whole fan thing bothers me too. Because why is she trying to start a fan company? Why didn't she
'Cause
just partner with a fan company that exists?
I know, it's like every Hugh Beauty, just slap your label on it,
Like,
man. Why are you
or like
making
what?
your own fans?
Or make your own line. I mean, I love my Jisoo Life fan. Okay, I promote that shit like no tomorrow. She could have been. I mean, Fangela X Jisoo. Oh, I would have sold out. I would have bought one. I have one. I would have bought one because it was a brand with a brand, and she would have done great.
I know. Well,
Maybe
she
they said no.
no, also I don't think that she's a businesswoman. Her
I think she wants something for herself because Charles has all this. I mean, is he packing money? Like, I don't understand if he's
I
just
think
got.
NBA players, yeah, they just like have a lot of money.
But that's why I'm like so confused. I don't understand money with this show because they're talking about like 50. Let's just round up $100,000. If I'm Charles Oakley,
Mhm.
um, and I'm like, how much do you have to be worth? Like to me, for them, $100,000 should be what they wipe their ass with. Like that should be like pill money for them. But to
I
give her
know. I
like,
know.
how much is she blowing through? Because she was like, oh, I had to pay off this $2 million debt. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
What
I'm
do
like,
y'all do? Are y'all bored? Like, can I get you? Can I introduce you to doing nothing?
no, I know. And you know what's so funny is I, for the longest time, was like, I don't understand people who like just can't just relax and enjoy their money. Like, why do you need to be doing extra stuff? Like, why can't you just be like, yeah, I'm like, look at Larsa fucking Pippen.
Ugh,
She's like, my idea of making money was they started showing my toes on OnlyFans, and then they start. She's not selling a product. All she's
no,
doing is taking dumbass pictures of herself and making money on OnlyFans. That's it.
why
Like
not?
and it's working for her. But like I was one of those people who's like, oh, if I was rich, I wouldn't do anything. Mind you, I've been on like a medical leave for a month and I want to kill myself because like I don't have anything to do. So I get it. I understand. But it is funny that in her business meeting, she was like, the big thing at our business meeting is that I'm going to ask Charles in front of all these people for money. We're like, ooh.
It's just hysterical, and I get the like being bored, but
Mhm.
like I don't know. There's so many things you could do with your time.
Have you
Like,
heard of books?
have you heard of like you don't have to spend money. Also, like I think it's because they just blow through so much money. Like
Yeah.
that's the thing is that like they buy all the bags, they buy all the shoes, they buy all the cars. They like I would be on vacation 24/7
Yeah.
if I had because
Mhm.
to me in my mind like they have money, like they're good, like they could retire when Shamia was walking. I think was it this episode or last
Yeah.
episode, they were walking the dumb baby, and her husband like her husband is walking the baby anytime. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, good scene. Also, they were wearing all this like Pace Academy stuff. I'm like, are they being paid promotions here?
It was very weird, yeah.
Very weird. And she was like, I want to retire us, baby. I'm like, what do you mean you can't retire? Like, I understand when you retire, you have to have your X amount of dollars to support your income for the next whatever. But I wanted to be like, how much money do y'all need to live on? Because that house better be paid off. That
Yeah.
$500,000 Rolls Royce that we saw last season, that better be
Yep.
paid off. You
Yep.
know, like you could retire and you wouldn't have to worry about money because I want to be Bose St. John. Okay. I want to be,
Yes.
she's
Yeah.
retired and she's like 50. Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
And I know she don't got, I mean, she obviously worked for the big brands, but we know corporate isn't where the money really is. Like she was
Yeah.
probably a CMO. All right. She's getting what, $2-3 million a year. All right. That's good money. All right. But it's not like FU money, which is like, to
Yeah.
me, like 50, $100 million. But if she invests right, she's good. Done.
Wow. Wow. Money by Brett.
I know. Should I change my name?
I think you should start marketing yourself as a debt person, but like also like a financial advisor, but just give like the most absurd advice.
It's not even absurd. It's like the most basic financial advice you could ever.
You're like, hey, if you make $100,000, don't spend 90,000 of that on a house that you can't afford and a car that you can't afford and glam that you can't afford, because then you're going to be left with $10,000, and that's not a lot of money.
Yeah, I'm. Somebody posted a video recently, and I would be so afraid to make this video I saw on TikTok, which was basically like, yeah, the economy sucks right now, and yeah, gas is $7 a gallon, but most of y'all do not understand how to manage your finances.
Mhm.
Like people, like he was in the video, he was like, I work at a restaurant, and every day we have more DoorDash orders than we
Mhm.
have actual people in the restaurant.
Mhm.
And if you would just come and pick up your order, or if you would just come in and eat, you would have like either so much more money because the amount of money
Yep.
you're spending on, and and I get it, like the DoorDash. I'm not going after the DoorDash drivers. Okay, people are
Yeah,
gonna
of
come after,
course.
they're gonna come after me for that. But if you're spending a week $100 on DoorDash,
Mhm.
insane to me,
No,
insane.
and I agree. I agree. And I hate to sound like one of those people that's like the Gen Z, they're not going to be able to buy houses because they're eating avocado toast. Because that's not what we're saying here. What we're saying here
Well,
is
at this point, yeah, avocados are $20.
yeah, but like, I think that there is, I will say this, I think that the world is so bleak and it feels so far away. Like the idea of buying a house or the idea of being financially stable feels so far away that people are like, fuck it. I'm gonna spend $75 for these chicken fingers and mozzarella sticks from Chili's. You know what
And
I mean?
and I'm not saying this to again, people. Every time I say things, it's like taking it apart, piddle by
Brett,
piddle. I
Brett,
know.
you're not the one. Don't worry. Don't worry. You're a man and I'm a woman on this podcast. They're still gonna come for me.
I know. Look, why were you talking over him the entire time? He never got a word out to speak.
Oh, it's my podcast.
That's what they would say. That's what they would say. Because I mean, some of these people, like like there's people who who don't have a car and they use Uber as their main form of transportation, and they probably spend more money on DoorDash and Uber Eats.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, y'all have budget that. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you know what you can spend, but people just press pay. Apple Pay has ruined us. People see things, they just go click click. Oh, bought. Oh, click click, bought. It's like.
Wow, Brett, you're really digging into my life right now. Because again, like I said, I've been home for a month and I have
And you're
spent
just click
so
clicking?
much.
Click click?
I'm clicking. I was just like, okay, I want a bag. I'm just gonna buy it. Of course, granted, like I can afford it.
Well, of
You know what I
course.
mean?
Of
Like, I do.
course.
I have a day job. Like
I have
it's
a
fine. But
job, I have
but
money.
yeah, going back to this thing of like Shamia being like, I'm trying to retire us. Well, why did you buy that palatial mansion? And why are you starting this weird rum company for
The rum
peach
company.
peach rum or whatever? I don't understand. And like, how much money is in HVAC?
A lot.
Is it?
Think about every building that exists in the world.
No, you're right. You're right. Everybody needs air conditioning.
And I will say, I don't quote me on this, listeners, but I believe he had some play in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium with their HVAC system.
Oh, forget it.
So if he even touched that, because I remember maybe last season they had talked about how like he had like friends with like the Falcons and they were able to go or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Again, if he's, I mean, I'm sure he does well and he's got money. All right, but again, to me, what the where I'm at financially is that when is enough enough? Not that I have enough,
Yeah.
But
And
I
you know what's funny? Some people might look at me and you and say, "Well, don't you guys have enough?"
no, of course, and
Yeah,
I
of course.
totally recognize that. I totally have. I mean, I live in privilege. Don't you worry.
Yeah, yeah.
I live a very fabulous lifestyle. But I also, you know, don't go on as many vacations. Like I always say,
Mhm,
people put their money where they want to put their
mhm,
attention. So
mhm.
if you see me driving a nice car, yeah, I'm putting my money towards my nice car. Like
Yeah.
that's where I
Yeah.
put my money, and I'm not here to judge where other people's money goes, but if you're struggling and you don't know where to put your money, look at what you're doing. Okay, I think I save half of my money, if not 60% of what I make.
Okay. All right, money bag. Scrooge McDuck over here, just rolling, swimming on your coins.
But that's not. But see, that's
No, I know.
also
I'm
not a
joking.
good. It's not a good mentality because I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, I have no money. Like
Yeah, no, 100%.
I have no money.
100%. I this is such a it's such a turn because like I think I see these ladies and I see like how well they like Portia has this giant. I do actually think Portia and Phaedra are probably the most financially sound ones because they have so many little businesses over the last like 10 years that they've been on these shows. Like
Yeah,
they've been able to figure it out where they don't need to come on TV every season and try to like show a new like project that they're working on, right? And I think that these other ladies are still trying to like figure that out. And I kind of want them to be like Ashley I from Rhode Island and be like, "No, my money is me. I'm just going to start making videos on Instagram. Like I'm just going to sell like fucking laser hair removal and
hey
he
guys.
yeah. Hey guys, love this thing. It's called it's a special brand. It's made from bees. It's called Burt's Bees. It's really, really good. It's buttery soft. Like you that's all
I'm
you fucking
sold.
need to do. Yeah, done.
Well, you know
Done.
what? Did you? I don't know if you. This is really so niche, but I don't know if you caught this. Not to jump to Rhode Island a little bit, but you mentioned her.
I
But it
did.
actually combines both.
Mhm.
I see those damn Airwick commercials, okay, with like
Uh-huh.
Shamia, and I think they got
Mhm.
some other people on there. All right, cut to me with a Airwick commercial.
No.
Brand deal from Airwick.
Yeah. Just
But Ashley had a Pura. She had Pura,
mm,
whatever air fresheners, and I was like, oh, is this competing because she has Pura and I'm seeing ads for Airwick?
mm. Maybe. I mean, it's so funny because like I'm also that same person where I'm like, whatever, like brands, SpawnCon, stupid. But then the minute if somebody was like, I will pay you $5,000 to drink flat tummy tea and post about it on your Instagram and be like, yeah, eating
Yeah.
disorder, where? I don't care.
I'm ready. All those people that go, everybody has now discovered Clorox. They're like, oh my god, Clorox! I just love this brand, and I'm like, oh my god, y'all. I'm sure y'all use
Like the
them.
bleach company?
Well, haven't you seen Clorox? They like work with all the housewives. They
Oh,
have
they
it.
do now. Yeah,
They
yeah,
have the activations at BravoCon, and then they have
yeah.
all the
That's so funny.
things. Now
Now,
everybody has a
what
brand deal with
happens? Hold
Clorox.
on, hold on. What happens at a Clorox activation at BravoCon? What is being activated? What's going on?
Dorinda Medley DJing. That's what that was. She was DJing the Clorox activation, which like you just can't make that stuff up. Clorox, I guess, also collab with Dry Bar. So
Mhm.
you got it was the pre BravoCon ritual. So like they had like I mean, it has nothing to do with the wiping and cleaning. You know.
I was like, not a single one of these people has ever cleaned the toilet in their life. Like, I don't think that they're.
No, especially even these influencers that go to these events. And that was the thing
Mhm.
too. Not to I'm for some reason I'm on a money tangent. Maybe this is really like at my therapy. All these Bravo people who get invited to things, I'm like, because y'all have money. Like
Uh-huh.
it costs money to go places. And I'm telling you, Bravo, I mean, I'm sure some people get paid, which is nice. And I'm sure some people get invited and they get a hotel room. Nice.
Mhm.
Um, but not all of them.
Mhm.
There's one creator, he's really blown up. He actually quit his job. Most people
Is it
probably know.
Oliver?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I love his content. I love him stuff.
Love his stuff. Yeah.
Love him. I'm sure if I met him in real life, I'd gag him. And but he has some money in the back, because he worked in finance and he kept telling us like, "Well, I worked in finance for years." Okay, and why are we flying to Dubai first class?
Yeah, no, exactly. Like he's like he was a CPA for the longest time. So it was
And,
like
and they make good money.
Yeah, I will say this on this topic is that I have recently felt, and it might be again because I've been home for a month and like the scrolling has bored me, but I feel like every single piece of content online nowadays is backed to sell you something. And I hate
Mm.
that. It's making it so not fun. It's
Oh, for
making it
sure.
inauthentic. Like that's why I'm still a big believer of like Instagram stories. Like I love to watch Instagram stories because I feel like that's like the only place where we're still getting like real people and like organic content and like your personalities and stuff.
For sure.
Whereas like the feeds, all the posts, everything is meant to sell you something. Like I saw somebody post about how, you remember in Coachella, like the Justin Bieber set that was like he's just like on YouTube or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
They discovered that a PR company reached out to a bunch of influencers to have them to pay them to make content about that YouTube like set or whatever,
To push it out. Yeah, yeah,
to
yeah.
push it out. And so like I feel like everything is so like nobody's doing anything just to do it. They're doing it to like make money. And that kind of like bums me out. It takes away like the fun of it. It takes away like the feeling that you're just like online talking to your friend, you know?
That's well, I mean, hello, it's the age of Wendy Williams. We'll never have that back again because
Yeah.
every time you say something online,
Mhm.
it is taken out of context, or people just think it's like rude. Everything for some reason we brought back rude. Um and it's like the same thing, like it's no dig to him that he has money. I mean, he's buying Bottega bags and Hermes stuff. Again, it could all be an illusion, whatever. But like it's not a dig. People will take that as a dig. It's like, oh, you don't like
Mhm.
them, you hate them. It's like, no, I'm commenting. I don't know who this man is. I love his content. I love who he is.
Mhm.
But I'm commenting on what I'm seeing,
Mhm.
and that has gone away because people are now, and me, you start to shy away from it. And that's why we started the podcast. And maybe you
Mhm.
find, maybe, I don't know if you have found that as well, but if people are going to spend the time to listen to you for an hour, they probably get you. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes. Occasionally, I still get the person that's like, there are a handful of people that listen to every single episode and
To
then
hate
leave
you.
very hateful messages. And then I'm like, I adore whatever psychotic behavior is going on in your brain
That's
because
insane. That's
go
insane.
ahead, go ahead. So there are definitely people who like don't get it, or like people that will be listening to me for like, 3 years and then suddenly listen to one take of mine that they don't like and be like, I thought you were exactly like me and now you're not. And I'm like, well, no.
I
Well,
already
no.
I get like 11 listeners a week, on this podcast. And
Guys,
uh,
go please subscribe to Clap If You Care.
and don't listen because some people listen. And again, I always say in my episodes, I'm like, if you hate me and you hated this podcast, don't go and leave a review. But I think someone heard that and said, I'm gonna leave a review. and so, and so I literally have like 4 out of 5 stars on my podcast, which makes no sense because there's no listeners. So
Oh,
why are we at a 4.8?
okay. Well, that must
What?
be nice. I hope that feels good because I've been at a 4.5 consistently for years
Well,
because of my haters.
but to go and leave to me, it's just weird behavior to go to someone's podcast and leave a bad review. That makes
Yeah,
no sense to me.
I know. It's
I don't
hilarious.
even leave reviews for people I like. It's like
Yeah.
for like restaurants or whatever. And I know the algorithms, they all work. I mean, I work in marketing and stuff. I know it's all
Mhm.
based off of the stupid, you know, review. So
Yeah.
whatever.
It's fine. It's fine. Honestly, here's the thing. Going back to Atlanta and wrapping up this episode, I just think that K Michelle needs to cool it. I also had a note that Portia, without makeup, without lashes, without hair, anything, God, she's just such a fucking gorgeous woman. Like, I just cannot deal with how fucking beautiful she is.
And her body is so crazy to me. Like everything. Like she's like the definition of like
She's
I
like
she doesn't
she's
even
like a Coke bottle.
right. And I don't even think she like works out. Like I think she just exists and lives and looks like that.
Oh God, she's so hot. Um, K Michelle, cool it. Okay, I don't want to see this drama continue. All right, enough. Okay, you new black dinner. Black is like, yeah, I like to crawl into people's DMs and comment on whatever they're making. That
Same.
doesn't mean anything. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. That's fine. And then the vagina stuff, girl, we didn't even know. We didn't know until you brought it up.
Thanks for letting me know. Now I know
Now
what
you
you
brought
got.
it up, and now I'm going to talk about it. Well, I hope
The ship has sailed.
Okay, speaking of sailing, let's go over to Rhode Island.
Hey, transition.
This week on Rhode Island, the girls are back from their Newport trip, and they're doing very important things. They're making menopause gummies. They're tackling mother-daughter trauma. Their husbands are being fucking weirdos. They're making content about air fresheners. And Alicia is doing a really big thing. She's learning how to drive on the highway.
Why would they put 2 stop signs next to each other? Why would they do that?
I love her so much. She's like, I need my crackers. I need my gum. A good playlist.
A fig Newton.
Rosemary water. I need it. I need all of it because it's cool. Brett, she's my age. That isn't. It feels weird to me because you're so much younger than me. But like,
please,
she's my peer. Isn't that strange? I've talked about this every week because I just cannot get over it.
Well, Ashley Ianacati is my peer, so. and
actually, Kelsey's your peer.
Oh, really?
Yes. I think Kelsey's the youngest one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Ashley's like mid-30s. She's 37, actually, so she's not your peer. She's more my peer.
Oh. Well, she's... I love when she dragged her husband, and she said... Well, she didn't mean to, but she was like, I make a one brand deal what he makes in a year.
And then she always cools it down by being like, he's so hot. Anyway, he's poor and stupid, but he's so hot.
He also, I mean, you know what? Everybody is beautiful, but I don't. It's not for me. It's not for me.
I don't either.
But it can be for her. You know, she can have that. You know, he's looks nice and he's slim. So
slim. Are you into Gary?
Well, you know what? That's the thing too. I have a very hard time thing anyway. Where like, I don't get these like weird dystopian like crushes over people. You know. Mm-hmm. Like if I see someone that's hot, I'm like, oh yeah, they're hot. And they're, well, don't you want to smash them? And I'm like,
don't you want them to burst split you in half? You're like, whoa.
Like I go, I first off, person's married. I have no chance. You know, like they're a celebrity, whatever. I'm not going after it anyway. Is Gary hot? Okay. I watch Rhode Island for the plot. I'm like,
yeah, they're like, until the room stinks. Why does it stink?
I'm like, oh my God. Like, I don't have this sexual ruse like some of you all have, you know? I mean, I like personality. Lame-o. God, hate that, you know?
I actually think Rich is real cute.
Well.
Out of all the husbands, I feel like I like him the best so far.
Okay.
And again, I like him the best in that it feels like he and Rosie are like real buddies, and he seems to have some funny things to say, and that's about it. And I think that that's fine. The one thing he said was like, he was like, mistress, shouldn't the mistress have some mistress etiquette and like not be posting on Instagram on like your guy is like with his wife? Like, I just thought that was so funny. But like, yeah, I kind of love that the men are still like in the background, but I don't understand the people that are like, yeah, Gary, I'll fucking blow him. And you're like,
I think it's just the internet, you know, just trying to get you to get a reaction, you know.
Anyway, all this is happening, but most importantly, the baby girls are fighting, and they're fighting in a way that took me back to like a Kenya Moore hair care drum line. It took me back to Candace saying, I gave her a beverage.
I saw prostitution. Yeah. This is our prostitution horror is what I saw online.
It is our prostitution. It's the Gen Z prostitution
horror.
You know, honestly, it's the Gen Z slut pig. Well, because it is close to it.
Nobody like my meme again. I mean, a wonderful meme that says "You're a slam pig" with Kelsey's face over Kim Richards, and you know what? You know how many likes that gets? 4. You know. That's funny, folks.
The internet good. Yeah, but if you had a Clorox activation on it, you would have
Ugh.
gotten at least 25.
You know, you're supposed to like tag every person every time you post, you know? It's like I'm exhausted.
I'm so tired. I'm reading this book. I feel like you would really like it. It's called Yesteryear. Have you heard of it?
Oh, I feel like I have. Does it have like a weird cover?
It does have a weird cover, but the plot is that it's a trad wife who is like an Instagram influencer.
Oh no, this
And
is not what I was thinking of. Okay.
yeah, she wakes up one morning and
A trad wife.
she's like, because she's pretending to like be a homesteader and stuff. So she wakes up one morning and suddenly she's like in the 1800s
Is
and
this
she's
like
having to like live that life.
is this like Ballerina Farms reality?
Honestly, it is very Ballerina Farms reality.
Wow. I mean, I don't understand that lifestyle to begin with. So this would be quite the cherry.
It's really good. It's really good because she's just a terrible person. Anyway, um back to this episode. Let's talk about who your favorite Dolly is. They love to call each other Dollies. Who's your favorite Dolly on Rhode Island?
I love Joellen. I'm already biased because Joellen followed me. So
You're like, that's all I needed.
wait, Alicia also follows me, which is also another, score in the bag. I do like Joellen. I do like Alicia. They are my favorites on the show, even before, our flirtatious messages on Instagram,
Mhm.
They really just, I don't know, their vibes, their energy, I really relate to it a lot.
Mhm.
Like Joe Ellen is so me coded. My,
Mhm.
my favorite line
Same.
from her, I forget if it was Rosie. I think it was Kelsey or Rosie or Kelsey. One of them. They were on the boat and they were like, and you know what? And you know what? You fucked my husband or my man on the boat or whatever. And she goes, I
Mhm.
did not do it on the boat. It was on land.
I I love her. I love her. I love her tagline. I love that she's smart. I love she's like, I have to work. Also, I'm hot and I was a slut in my 20s and I
So
fucked a
what?
lot of guys. So
So what?
what?
Who cares?
So what? Who cares? I love Joellen. I think I'm the same as you. I love Joellen and I love Alicia. Oh God,
Love
I love Alicia.
down.
People on the internet be like, Alicia donated to a Trump campaign. Did you guys see how much money it was? It was $15.
She probably didn't even know what she was doing.
She didn't know what she was doing. Okay, the woman doesn't understand most things. She doesn't understand. You guys cannot be mad at her. Do you think that she has any opinion of her own? It's probably whatever Billy was like. Billy was like, "Yeah, I'll fucking donate to Trump because I'm a small business owner and I'm probably a little racist." And he did it.
He did it.
He did it.
He
And
did it.
Alicia said, "Sure, I'll do that too. Whatever."
I
Um,
When people get so technical, like there's like some accounts and things out there that will, um, like I don't even know who they are. They'll pop up time to time where they've like combed through
mhm,
every biblical like they're doing a FBI investigation on
mhm,
every single housewife, even further deeper than Bravo has ever done.
mhm.
And they're like, and they donated to Romney, and you're like,
Romney, he's the least of our problems. We're like, that's great.
and here's my thing, like I am, I don't know, maybe I'm just a privileged person that just doesn't. I don't care. I don't care unless they do something that is like Siggy Flicker,
Mhm,
and they're at the rally and they're
mhm.
chanting and I'm seeing them, or like all this stuff right now. With I honestly don't even know what's happening. I feel bad, but I just don't have time to pay attention to it right now. Is that stuff in California
Uh-huh. With
with
Spencer Pratt.
yeah, which I don't even know who that is to begin with, but apparently he was on some show everyone knows.
Stop. Pause. Are you serious?
I have no idea who this person is.
Shut the fuck up, Brett. First of all, our age difference is showing.
Uh-oh. Was he on? Was it Laguna Beach or something?
He was on The Hills.
Oh yeah, that wasn't for
And he
me.
was a villain. He was a villain. He's always been a villain. And
Okay.
that's all he is. He's just a reality TV person.
I mean, I'm sure people my age have seen The Hills. Like I'm not.
Yeah. When the kids were watching The Hills, you were watching Ramona and Luann.
Right,
I
and
understand.
I'm sure there's people out there that were doing everything. I guess it wasn't my thing. Like the Laguna one, I would never watched.
You sound like Vicky Guggles right now. I wasn't watching it. Whatever. The Laguna one. I don't know.
No,
Get a job.
people. Well, this is really bad. People used to be like, "You always sound like Ramona," Or people would say like, you always sound like Vicky. And I'm like, I don't know if that's a compliment to be saying to me. They're like, no, not like politics, just like the way you talk. And I'm like, okay.
You're like, it's still not working.
Well, I used to like it for a while, but now because they're like semi-canceled, it's like, I'm like, I'm so Vicky coded. And then people will be like, oh, really? A racist? And I was like, okay, I guess wrong code.
No, it's okay. Arthi says all the time that she's Vicky because anytime she sees like two young girls fighting, she's like, get a job. Get a job. You have a job? Does your mother know that you work here? Get a job. Like, you go to college?
That's so good. And you know what?
Also, it's funny that you're like, they're semi-canceled. They're not. There's no such thing, guys. There's no such thing.
They're semi-canceled in the way that like Vicky was able to redeem herself enough to make her, and I think the podcast helped her. I think the cameos in Orange County helped her. I think she has a brand team of individuals behind her that have kind of brought her back into pop culture. The way like Luann has like some gay twink running her Instagram, and everyone thinks it's Luann. You know, that's like, oh my god, Luann, you're so hip. You know, it's not Luann.
Like, Luann is so funny. Luann isn't even awake yet. Okay,
Luann doesn't even have access to her Instagram. Okay, you know. Now Sonia does. Sonia has access, and it's 100% her because I get DMs, all these things, and she's like, "Can you tag me in this? Can you promote this?" And I go, "Whatever you want, Sonia." But
I know.
Ramona, to me, she'll never have a place back on Bravo.
Same. I agree.
Now I will say, I know I'm getting so off topic, but we have to chat. The Golden Girls, that Golden one, I watched that commercial. They got me interested.
Listen, to each their own. Okay, am I gonna watch it?
No,
I'm not. Because here's the other thing. I also don't need to watch it because as soon as the episode airs, the most exciting parts of the show will be on the internet. And I'd 100%,
say 100%.
Okay, let me just go watch this TikTok of a person watching this television show.
I just want to take bets. Do you have a Kalshi? Do you have a Kalshi sponsor yet? Everyone has these Kalshi sponsors.
No, baby.
I love every 5 seconds I see a Kalshi thing that's like, did you bet if Kyle was going to show his underwear on TV or not? I'm like,
no. Also, what is another thing? It's so dystopian. What are we doing in the world that we're like? Did you bet on whether or not Amanda was going to put her finger in her mouth? You're like, no, I didn't.
But because everybody is so desperate, we're all desperate for money. You know what I mean? Like we're all just like, what's the fastest way? Like to me, it's like, what's the fastest way we can get cash so that we can stop working? You know, like that's what we're all rushing towards at this point.
Yeah. Late stage capitalism, baby.
God, who even knew that was a term? Like I'm just like, people just make up things at this point for me to learn. You know.
Okay, let's go back to Rhode Island.
Sorry. Yes, slam pig.
Let's slam pig. Okay, your favorite dolly. Alicia's also my favorite dolly. She has been tagged by the girls to go and talk to RHOA about her terrible husband.
Rulala.
So she goes to dinner. Alicia and Billy go to dinner at Rulala and Brian's house. And Brian is truly one of the freakiest fucking weirdos I have ever seen on TV. He is weirder than fucking Joe Giudice in the early seasons.
I called them Wario DeBros.
Wait, that's so good.
I know.
That is so good. They really are Wario DeBros. They're like the upside. They're like the DeBros in the upside down.
Yes, like the DeBros are like classy, elegant. Like they're they love they love their champs, and like these two are like, I'm cheating on that bitch, and I'm going out back, and I'm taking Ozempic and Wegovy and all these things at the same time, and shoot myself with roids. It's like
so. He says, they said, oh, Alicia says, so how did you guys meet? And he says, I met her at a bar and it got her drunk, basically. He's like, I kept having the bartender overserve her. And I was like,
okay.
Okay, don't like that.
Romance is dead. They say romance is dead. But I don't know. Honey, how did you two meet? Well, Daddy got me blackout drunk.
Oh my God. He's like, yeah, I've been microdosing Ozempic. And then when I get too small, I take some steroids. And then when I get too big, I take Ozempic. And then I do Botox here and I do it in my butt. And oh, sorry, just a text message from my mistress. Hold on, I'm going to the bathroom. He is so fucking weird. He's
You
so weird. Mm-mm.
you just can't write that character. You know what I mean? Like that's where I'm like, this is where Housewives really shines because like you could never make a movie or like you could never create that.
Do you think that there are some people who believe that Rula knew obviously that this was all going to happen, it was all going to come to the surface, but she wanted it all to be on camera to embarrass Brian? Do you think Rula's like that?
I mean, unfortunately, I have been an earshot length to the production team that has, I know,
Okay.
Rhode Island is small. Okay. Rhode Island is
I
small.
know.
And so I have a friend of a friend who like, again, don't get your, excited. It's very, they're low on the totem pole and but from
Mhm.
what I've gathered is that they had spent like, I think they announced it at BravoCon or whatever they announced Rhode Island years ago, and it took them really a while to solidify the cast because every time they got a person, someone was going to jail, someone would get indicted, somebody would get like a lawsuit where they'd have to like you can't be on TV. Like they kept trying to record, and so I believe in her delusion. I think she is in a Teresa camp where
Mhm.
she just thinks that like honestly maybe she thinks that like by putting herself on TV the marriage will be saved.
Mhm. Mhm.
Like I just don't see Rulala. Like I mean, I don't know if you've seen her, but like her Instagram and stuff, but she is fully leaning into this whole like get my cameo, buy my merch. Like
Mhm.
she's not hiding anywhere from this embarrassment.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
if she is aware of this, she has no like aptitude to resolve it.
Yeah, I agree with you. I actually think, like, as I've seen that thing of people being like, oh, she's, she knows exactly what she's doing. She's like brought him on this TV show to embarrass him. And I'm like, no, I don't think so. I think that she's not aware of how embarrassed she's about to be. I think she thought that she was going to get on camera and then she would be protected. And I also think that she's like, if it's on camera, he won't embarrass me. And it's like, sorry.
He's a man, babe.
And also like just so ugly.
He's just well, it's always. I mean, unless he's got money in the bag, or something like something has to be sticking because, I don't know. I don't know.
It's got he also I've said it like every week. Podiatry is not paying the bills. Okay. Podiatrists, their clientele are mostly older people who are like on Medicare or whatever.
Yeah,
And so I understand why he's like, oh yeah, we also sell Ozempic because I think he needs the money to
of
like
course.
to like be able to pay for stuff. But I think what's also really funny is like Rula just keeps talking on other things. Like she's like, oh, like this whole thing, like she a few weeks ago when the whole thing came up about like Brian calling Joe Ellen's job and everything, she went on Instagram where she made like a post being like, here's what actually happened. What happened is that it was just like an email and it was passing. Or like the other, she was like, the thing with the NDA with the mistress is that the NDA is because Brian's actually in a business with her. And you're like, Rula, I think,
Hello,
hi.
hello.
Hi, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
she's
Um,
she's insane.
I love it. I love that level of delusion though. It is very early seasons Housewives. It's
She's like
so
the Jen
good.
Shaw of Rhode Island to me.
Yeah, without the crimes that she's committing herself,
That
hopefully.
that we know of yet. I don't know if you
Yeah.
saw that blind item going around about some
No.
some Rhode Island housewives getting indicted soon or something.
I
Everyone says
think
it.
it's Liz.
Everyone said it was Liz because of the weed, but who knows?
No, Liz.
Liz.
She's a little dark sided for me.
Well,
She does feel like to me a person that has murdered and sunk people down into the water behind her house.
on accident.
And then on purpose. One on accident and then was like the rest of you on purpose.
Oopsies. Dolores, give me a surgeon again.
Oh my God. I want to know exactly where to sign up. Like, I need to know, can I put a subscribe and save on that menopause weed gummy? I need it right away. I'm
Right.
not even menopausal yet, but it's going to happen before I know
I'm
it.
going to go get it myself. Hello.
No, honestly, you should.
When I'm going back to New England, and I keep telling my friend, I'm like, we have to do a whole tour. Like, we have to go to Slater. We got to go to Pizza Mama. We got to go to that.
Mama.
I even want to go to the Italian restaurant they went to right across the street from that coffee shop.
Now I have to ask you, you're from New England. Have you ever heard of pizza chips?
It's a Rhode Island thing.
Okay.
And it is only good on the beach.
Oh.
It's just like one of those things that like is very. It's like you would never understand it unless you experienced it.
Fair. That's fair.
It's like you would never have pizza chips. It's almost kind of like when you have like a day old pizza, and
I know exactly what you mean.
And you're like, this tastes so like, why did this, like yesterday, hot pizza, gross. Today, this day old pizza that's been sitting out, delicious. It's like the same energy because you're like on the beach, like with the water, like with the sea, and you're like, this is just like the vibe.
Oh, I get it. It's like the way I'm not going to have saltwater taffy from anywhere except for when I go down to the shore.
Oh, 100%. And it really is only a Rhode Island thing. Like, I don't like, you're not going to go to the Cape and have pizza chips.
They're going to say, are you okay?
Yeah. Now you can go to Narragansett and do all that stuff, but
is that how you say that?
How would you say it?
I didn't even bother trying.
Oh. Watch it. Cut to it. I've been saying it wrong for years.
A bunch of people messaged me from that town and they're like, we're canceling both of you because you said that wrong.
It's Narragansett,
I don't know. I just thought it would be like Nagranaset or something like that.
Oh, it is Narragansett. Now you make me down myself now. I gotta look up the word. I've been saying this for years,
It's like my husband, like he's from the city, he's from New York. So like he doesn't say, like, I say Newark Airport and he says Newark Airport. And I'm like, those are two different things. I don't know what you're saying.
It is Narragansett. It is. I was right.
Okay, great. That's so bad. That's why we have you here as a New Englander to confirm these things.
What an honor.
So you were talking about this briefly a little bit before we started recording, but we have this scene with our beloved Joellen, her mother, and her sister Jen. And she sits her mom down. She sits her mom down. Her mom, who looks like she could play like any sitcom mom from like the 80s or 90s, like just
100%.
So she sits her mom down and she's like, "Hey, remember when you left me here at Grandpa's house, and then like you took Jen and then you just like left me here for a long time?" And her mom is like, "Oh, well, that didn't happen." And then Joellen's like, "No, it did happen. You were terrible to me and you dropped me off at that terrible place in 7th, 8th, and 9th grade. And I want to know, what is it that I did?" And her mom like really couldn't explain it. But, talk to me a little bit about these New England mamas.
I'm afraid because they're going to come after me again, but
it's fine.
These New England mamas, like, I mean, they're, to me, like, it's the Italian mom, it's the New York mom, it's like these old world mothers who, were brought up by immigrant parents, from Slovenia and Italy and all over, Eastern Europe, Western Europe, all over, who were hard because I don't know if you know Fran Lebowitz, icon. Fran always has this saying that like the new generation is being raised by people who like them. Parents are now supposed to like their kids, right? And love them and dote on them and treat them as if they're equals, right? She goes, when I was growing up, your parents hated you. Like they hated your existence. And you have to go back in time and look at the model of the mother, having to take care of the entire family while the husband is out working. And like, you can even go into deeper. And the reason why we have our whole marital tax system is so men don't cheat. Like it goes in so deep, right? And so women have been angry for years, right? So when you're raised by a very angry person, you're probably going to be an angry person. You
Mhm.
know, like
Mhm.
that is the result. And so Joellen's mother to me is the prime example of what we have today, which is this person who was raised in this olden world where she was angry, mad, hated anything that went against her. I'm sure she was jealous of Joellen. So
Mhm.
many of those mothers of the generations were jealous because
Yep.
their daughters were able to live a life that they always wanted to have, being stuck in the house, not
Mhm.
being able to, move up in the world or whatever it may be. So her mother probably was super angry and vile to her growing up because she was dealing with her own stuff and angry with the children.
Yep.
Okay. Um, and now we're seeing this play out on television, and everybody is online saying, "Oh my God, this must be so relieving for her." Baby, the cameras are on, and that woman is head to toe post dry bar. Okay, she has she is the post Clorox activation.
She
Okay,
went to the Clorox dry bar activation.
activation. Okay, she's got it all worked out, and she's sitting there. I don't think I've ever had a conversation with my mother that has gone that productive. Um,
Literally never.
Well, if I'm sorry if I never said I loved you, I never wanted you to feel like that. It's like when you like bring your mother to like a therapist and oh no, here it is. It's like when did you say this? When you like bring your friends, like when you bring your mom around your friends and they're like, your mom is so cool. And
Yeah.
then mom closes the door. You know,
100%. Yeah, that's literally it. Like, it's so funny because my mom literally is calling me right now. Let me reject
oh.
that call. So funny. She heard me. She was like, "Are you talking shit about me?"
Woo! Spooky ookie.
Okay, okay. No, I completely get it. And what you described, that like first generation growing up here, having hardened parents, like that to me, that I'm probably closer to what Joellen's mom was raised with, because like
Yeah,
I'm an immigrant. I came here, and like my mom loves to say this. Both my parents used to love to say that, they're like, we lost our mothers at a very young age, so we didn't have a mom. That's why we're the way we are. And I'm
of
like,
course.
okay. And then they're always like, we didn't know. Like now, when I talk to my mom about, now she's like a lot better because I've like been harassing her about it for like 10 years.
Sure.
But she would always be like, I would always be like, no, you did this and that. And it was like so traumatic. Like, Jalen talks about like, what did I do? Like, and she's like, oh, you were hanging out with boys that like you shouldn't have been hanging out with. That's what girls do when they're in seventh grade. Like, that was literally me also. Right. And my parents didn't know what to do with me. And I was like, I didn't even kiss a boy until I was 17 years old. Like, I was literally just talking to boys, and like that was it. And like my mom just didn't know what to do with me. But whenever I would bring this up with her, she would say, well, I didn't know what I was doing. I had no idea what I was doing. I was living in a world that I didn't understand. And here's the thing, as a parent myself,
Yes.
I've got two boys, they're 12 and 9. Even though they're born here, I feel like I'm a cool mom, whatever. There are things that my boys are going to experience that I'm never going to understand, simply because they're boys. And also because they're living in a world that's completely different than mine, right? So,
Of
like,
course.
you as a parent, like that whole thing of like, when we were younger, our parents didn't really like us. Like, yeah, because it was almost like they were told, that generation was told, you have to get married and you have to have children.
Right.
You have no choice. That is what you do. You are a woman, you are going to have children.
Right.
And so it's almost like a burden, because you're like forced to follow this path that the entire millennia of people has told you that this is what women are supposed to do. So then you have the kid, and then you're like, I'm not beating my children. And then your kids like talk back to you. And then you're like, well, fuck you. I'm going to send you to scared straight camp or whatever.
Why
And so
not?
like, I think that's like, generationally, I understand it, but I think like it's so good that like you have the nuance to watch the scene and like get it. And also understand like this is also happening for camera. Maybe it's real, maybe it's not, maybe part of it is real, maybe they have a better relationship now. Who knows? Maybe they did a dry run at the dry bar, at the Clorox at the Clorox
Activation.
activation, to talk to them or talk to her about like how this conversation is going to go. You never know, because I know that if I did that to my mother and gave her no heads up, she would rip the
Oh.
mic pack off and slap me across the face.
She wouldn't have signed that release form at all.
Absolutely not. So like, I love that there's like the nuance of it. I love it. I love the scene. And it's a lot of people being like, Joellen's mother's a terrible person. I'm like, it's not your mom. Leave it alone.
There's so many people. I mean, I don't feel sorry for the mother because
Mhm.
my thing too is like, everyone keeps telling me online, of course, never in person, but online,
Cowards.
yeah. This is her first time being a mother. This is her first time, like this is her first time being in the world as well. We have to realize that. And I'm like, okay, like, and it's my goddamn first time in this world as well. And guess what? I'm learning and
Mhm.
seeing and evolving. Like,
Mhm.
that's where I don't know what happened to that person, but she not evolving for nothing, and she not changing for anything. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Like, I would have. There, you're telling me she just sat there and she took that from Joellen and said, "I'm so sorry I did that to you, darling. I loved you." Oh, give me a break. She wanted to be like, "Love you. I gave you everything." Like, but she
1000%.
but she did
Yeah.
not want that on camera. She does not want her looking like she's unhinged and crazy. And, uh, thank God her sister was there, because I guarantee you the conversation, she likes the sister more than Joellen. So I
Mhm.
guarantee you she was on her best behavior because the sister was there. I
Mhm.
mean, it's just and the fact that people don't see that dynamic,
Mhm.
just like
I know.
explosion in my head, because I'm like, you know, you all have perfect parents. Do y'all have y'all never fought with your family? Like,
I
I'm
do.
so confused. Like, do y'all not have old people in your life that have never changed? Like,
Yeah. Have you met a single boomer?
yeah,
One single boomer.
any of them. Like, somebody said, like, it was nice to see her being open to that conversation. I'm like, I was like, are you serious? Like, somebody called me like, you are a heartless, soulless prick if you think that. And I was like, you know what? Got me
You're right.
there. You got
You're
me there.
right. You're right.
Heartless and soulless to watch that scene and think, fake.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think Joellen's feelings were totally real because I
Oh,
do think that I think Joellen was totally real. But yeah, her mom being like,
Joellen's real for
yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah. For her mom being like, her mom cracked a little bit when she was like, we want to talk about what you were up to. And it was like, oh,
Here we
Joellen's
go.
on. Oh, she's starting. Let's get it out. Let's see that more, you know?
Yeah.
But she was on good behavior. I think Jen definitely had a little pep talk with her. She was like, listen, you don't want to look crazy. You have this nice blowout. please,
From
please.
Kelsey.
From Kelsey. Um, Speaking of Kelsey.
A
Okay.
transition.
Woo!
Oh my god.
Kelsey does her big one. She's like, I'm gonna have a moment. She gets some sort of a siren machine. I don't know where the fuck ever.
Yeah.
Um, and she shows up at Rosie's house. Rosie's prepared for this because Kelsey's gonna come over and cut Rosie's hair. And Rosie's like, well, I have the floor plans out for my house because they're so fucking obsessed with how many square feet my house is.
Yeah.
Now, Miss Kelsey rolls in with the police siren and suspect, what'd she say? She's a house police. House police. Suspect says the house is 8,000 square feet, more like 8,000 inches. I'm like, nice try, Rosie. Nice try, Kelsey. That was cute. But Rosie doesn't like it. Rosie says, this is a classy neighborhood. What the fuck are you doing? Did you think that Kelsey's little prank was cute?
I did not realize that this, like, the whole scene was as controversial as everyone's taking it. I thought it was funny. I don't know. I think because maybe because I'm housewife prone to
Mhm.
pranks,
Mhm.
like, doing that silly ish, like, to me is housewife buffoonery 101, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, of course she's gonna roll up with a big bullhorn and call her out for the size of her home. Duh, you know? Just me,
I
I
know.
guess.
I
Just
know.
me.
It's like, hello, on Potomac, they had Robin Dixon dress up as a pizza
Right.
delivery
She
person.
was right, exactly. In a classy neighborhood.
I thought it was so funny. I thought it was funny. However, I understand why Rosie's like, Not on my fucking watch, bitch. You don't get to fucking roll up like this and harass me and be annoying and like act like we're all friends here.
Yeah.
And I think really what it was that Rosie was getting ready to shut Kelsey down with the floor plans, but
Yeah.
Kelsey did her big one first. And Rosie was annoyed that like the scene got taken away from her
Well, she won the fight in the end because
because, these words that they pass back and forth. She's like, that wasn't funny. What do you have to your name? Where's your deed? Is your name on a deed? Whose team are you on? Kelsey versus Rosie.
I mean, I've just like Kelsey. I used to have like a bad taste in my mouth with Kelsey, but then
Mhm.
she kind of grew on me on like her whole like lifestyle. I was like, you know
Mhm.
what? Good for you, Queen. You know, good for you. Rosie, I feel like I'm still getting to know Rosie.
Mhm.
Like I don't have like a full opinion on her. I did
Mhm.
enjoy her clapping. That was good. A good little clap back. She could read her down. I mean, Kelsey was too stunned to speak. She just sat there. Uh, uh,
Eh,
uh, actually, I was a pageant queen. What?
I won it fair and square, by the way. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. In 2011, it's like,
I think there's obvious like filming dynamics, right? Like Rosie
mm,
keeps being like the click, the click, the click. Rosie and Ashley know each other from like Instagram, basically. They
right.
became friends through Instagram. And the rest of these women all know each other because Liz and Alicia's family friends, and then Alicia and Joellen went to school together. And then Kelsey was all of these women's former boyfriends, escort or whatever. Allegedly,
Mm.
look, there is a dark sidedness between Liz and Kelsey. Their relationship is weird to me. Are you watching the after show?
If you're not watching the after show, then you're missing out.
Yeah.
I see the clips online. That's what I got.
There's like a weird relationship I feel with Liz and Kelsey, where
Okay.
Liz is like very protective of Kelsey, but then also there's like the Dino thing with like that guy, the mafia guy that like who's Liz's best friend, who like Kelsey also used to hook up with. Like there's like a weird old schoolness that feels to me less like the way that people function nowadays. Like nowadays, I don't understand. Like what Liz is like. So Liz in the after show was like, yeah, of course Kelsey's ex boyfriend paid for her to like move out and she was still on his insurance, and then he like helped her pay for her house and helped her pay for her car. That's the least a man can do if he breaks up with you. And I was like, in what world? In
I
what world?
I
What?
agree. I agree.
But but with Rosie and Kelsey, I think there's obviously a dynamic here. Rosie and Ashley are new to the group, aka were cast on the show. And now these women are having to be her friend.
Sure.
And I think that really what it is that Rosie, one, is nosy and asks a lot of questions about these people.
Yeah.
And Kelsey has a lot of shit to hide, and she's not very good at hiding it. She's very beautiful and very dumb.
I just would like they're all jealous. They're all
Mm,
jealous because hello, wouldn't you want to have your stuff paid for?
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. Oh, imagine dating somebody for 10 years, never on the path to marriage, have them part-time split and you're living in this beautiful home where you have never even folded your own laundry. Sign me up. And and then you get quote unquote broken up with.
Mhm.
Now you're on your own, but he's still paying for you to live. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 100%. Just like to get back on her feet. What feet? Like what? So that she can start cutting hair. I'm so,
Okay.
like what is she gonna start doing? Like she's never gonna have. I mean, maybe the Bravo universe will boost her up and allow her to like make because they're not getting paid. They get paid like $60,000 for
Yeah.
the season, so that is not going to cover her car payment. You know,
Mhm.
and she needs a job. So if Bravo can give her the job, great. But she needs to get the money. So if he wants to keep paying for her, and she don't even have to see the man anymore, she can hang out with her new guy who she's already on to next. Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, everyone wants everyone to be independent and make their own way. Fool's play. Sorry.
And and to tie it back to what we were saying earlier, like Shamia, your husband is the HVAC king of Atlanta.
Yes.
Like you guys got money. Like chill out. Like it's
Chill
fine.
out.
I do think that there's a lot of stuff now going online about like how Kelsey was actually broken up with this man for 2 years, and he just like let her film in his house and all of
Oh,
that. I
yeah, yeah,
mean,
yeah.
it's honestly it's possible, and guess what? I don't care.
It's also possible they were broken up with. I mean, they obviously were not together. Like
Yeah.
I don't. This whole 6-month snowbird down with another woman, whatever. She was already fully dating another man.
Yeah.
I forget his name, but that guy.
They're all
Uh,
Billies. Everybody's a Bill.
Billy. Well, she's dating Billy, and and so what? Like I don't know. All of a sudden we're all everybody has a high moral code.
I love it. Well, the exclamation mark at the end of this fight was, of course, the term "slam pig." As a New Englander, I would love for you to share your culture with me. Can you tell me more about the term "slam pig"?
Well, do you know what it means? Do you know what
I
slam
did
pig?
Google it. I did
Yeah.
Google it. It means like a big
Yep.
fat ugly person that gets fucked, cummed into and dumped. Cummed
Yeah.
and dumped.
Yeah.
I don't know if Kelsey is a slam pig by that definition.
I think it's just like saying like I mean it is in the same vein as like slut pig that like you're just
Yeah.
like you're just a whore that just takes it, like
Yo, a
that's
whore.
you're a whore that just takes it, all you are is just a hole to men, that's basically what she was saying to her.
Oh gosh.
I still think it's funny that she used it.
I think it's so good. And you know what? Like it's like somebody be like, "Oh, why do you watch Housewives?" Like it's just women fighting. I'm learning a whole new language, baby.
And then when that producer stepped out and said, "Stop."
Chills.
Oh,
Chills.
so good. Because I love a breaking of the fourth wall because, to me, she got, I think that's why Kelsey didn't, everyone's like, Kelsey couldn't clap back. I think Kelsey was really shocked. I think she was so befuddled and been like, I thought we were, why are you yelling at me now? Like, what? What? And then she grabs her whatever makeup hair bag, whatever she brought, and starts dumping it down the stairs. When they were fighting over the bag, I was like, girls,
So funny.
someone has to pull. Like they were just
One of you is gonna take a tumble, okay?
like if I was Kelsey, I would have grabbed that bag and I would have just yanked Rosie across that place, and I would have left. I wouldn't even have to get thrown out. I would have just left. Like,
But I want to know is like from a production standpoint, like producers were like, "Rosie, stop." But I would have been like, "Bitch, it's my fucking house." Like, what do you mean stop? But I wonder if like production was like, you cannot kick people out of the set.
well, that was the thing when they opened the door. I think
Yeah.
somebody must have called like, Kelsey, come back. Because
Kelsey, Rosie's calling you back.
why go back to the house with the door wide open? Like that's to me is like I would have like she should have just left at that point to go back in the house. Oh my gosh.
It's very Ashley Darby. It's exactly what happened when she came to Candace's house.
You are so right.
Said all that stuff about Candace. Candace threw the butter knife at her. She left. Candace said goodbye, good night, closed the door in her face, and then Giselle and Katie were outside being like, "No, Ashley, I think that she wants you to come back. I'm pretty sure that she does." And then Ashley comes back and Candace is like, "Why the fuck is this woman still in my house?" That's, I think, exactly what happened to Rosie. But Rosie being upstairs and just screaming at her tells me the production was like, Rosie, you can't kick Kelsey off the show. Like, you can't kick Kelsey out of your house.
Well,
you can't push her.
I also think like, okay, everyone's like, oh, Housewives is produced. It is because people are employed and work, and you can't just show up whenever you like. So I'm sure they had this whole production day where they had all these teams drive out. You have on-site staff, you have the casting, you have producers, you have the camera, who by the way are a union, who are all there to film. And they've got their equipment. They've set everything up. They've probably took them an hour to get ready to go.
Yeah.
And now they've just had their whole day scene cut into corners because They wanted to have this blowout fight and have it end after 5 minutes,
Mhm.
and the day's done. And I'm sure that they're, I mean, don't let's not
Yeah.
feel bad for them. I'm sure they're used to reality television, but
Mhm.
that would just suck. And I'm sure that producer that was there was like, you can keep talking, and we're getting more footage because we are not ending it like this.
Yeah. Yeah. It was just so good. I loved
Close
it
the
so
door.
much.
Oh my god.
Oof. It was so good. Next week we see that Kelsey's really leaning into being Slam Peg. She puts on a Miss Slam Peg sash. Are you
Iconic, iconic.
Oh, you like it. Okay, interesting.
Iconic. I mean, Halloween costume unlocked. Like, I'm ready.
I also love that in her Kelsey's tagline, she's like, "Who needs a sugar daddy when your life is so sweet? Honey, you do."
Honey, you have one.
You got
Your life is sweet because he's paying for everything.
I love that the beginning of the season, she would like go on Watch What Happens and be like, my boyfriend. And then now she's always like, my ex, my ex. Just say his fucking name. His name is John.
Well, and you know all the things about John, right?
Tell me more.
There's this judge in Rhode Island.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Judge
So there's,
Caprio.
yeah. And he's the son of this judge. Yes.
I believe so, but the judge is now dead. He died of cancer. He had what's it called? Pancreatic
Prostate. Oh, pancreatic.
pancreatic
Uh-huh.
cancer, which we all know is quickly.
Hmm.
But he lasted a while, to be honest. And I remember from comments with somebody that he did not want them on the show. Like some of his daughters wanted to be on the show
Oh,
because they wanted, because he's famous, like he was famous, right? And so they
yeah.
were going to use that as like the Caprio family, you know. He refused it. He hated it, which is why did not want his face being shown on the show, you know.
Oh.
And he's now since passed. So I think this was like the diversion of like the way to be on the show, potentially creating a pipeline for, the girls to come on the show, maybe, because, who knows, maybe the Caprio girls will be on the show. Who knows?
I would love that. I would love to see more of that.
And then because I'm sure she knows them, because if she knows the guy, I'm sure she knows.
Apparently, they know all of them. Joe Ellen's fucked the guy and his brother.
Yeah, and because it's Rhode Island, there's like 12 people that live there,
There really are. They're all related to each other.
and they're all on the same show.
Any other thoughts about these divas, dollies?
I'm upset that the season is coming to an end. It's only 10 episodes.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like the inklings of like a Liz versus Alicia feud. I don't like it.
No, I need to protect my Alicia at all times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm concerned for her in a way that I would be concerned about a classmate of my 9-year-old, in that,
Yes.
in
the same mental capacity, and the same, engagement. Yes, 100%.
I love seeing her clips of her cameos going around the internet where people are just like, Alicia, play with your dolls for us. And she's like, this is a doll.
This is my doll.
I love this doll. I love this doll. She's great.
She holds up her dog. She goes, this is my Chihuahua. He's half Chihuahua, half Chihuahua. This is my Chihuahua. He's half Chihuahua, half Chihuahua.
Now, did you see her Instagram stories that she posted and then immediately took down? Did you see them?
Oh, about her, like, I'm in crisis. What do you do?
Yeah, like she was like asking for a friend. If you've been with somebody for 10 years and then they don't put anything in your name, like, is that okay for you to leave? And I was like, what is this man doing? Okay, here's what it said. Asking for a friend. Do you think it's okay if your spouse takes your money and pays bills without asking, and you never see your own money or your check? Asking for a friend. Do you think it's normal for someone to put your face and use your image and story for a business that you don't see a dollar from?
For a business.
I said, get behind me, Cracker Queen. We're right in dawn. Okay.
We have to. Whatever money you need, we'll make sure it's covered.
Yeah,
you'll never have to drive again.
Yeah. Yes. You'll literally never ever have to drive again. Also, she has a car seat in the back. Her daughter's 9.
For the mistress.
Well, Brett, from one slam pig to another.
Oh, hello.
It's so much fun talking to you.
I love any time we can chat. I'm like, this is gonna be my best day ever.
Oh my God, stop that.
I'm so serious.
You're so sweet. Guys, obviously follow him everywhere. Bravo by Brett. Tell
Yes.
everybody about the podcast. That guys, leave 5 stars in review. Okay.
Only
Only 5, please.
don't even listen to the podcast. Just give the 5 stars.
Guys, subscribe to it. Set it on auto download.
Yes, you have to. It's kind of just like I think I said in the beginning, maybe. The podcast is a barrier for me for folks who actually want to listen to what I have to say. Because I post on the TikTok, I post on the Instagram, and everybody hates me. So when I talk on, podcasts, like you're really going out of your way to listen to me and you're going to listen to me for a while. So if you're doing that and then you want to give me some hate, all right, that's fine. Because I also can't capture my full thoughts in 3 minutes or less. I have lots of thoughts that need to be really gone through and thought out and explained because that's how you have to talk nowadays. You can't say, "Oh my gosh, I just love Ashley. She's so funny." Well, she voted for Trump. Do you know that?
She loves Charlie Kirk. Okay.
All right. Okay. What am I supposed to do now? Get a pitchfork? Oh, get rid of her. Like I'm just so like I can't do much anymore. And so you only can post positive happy rainbows online and say how much you just love. Either there's only 2 things you can do online. You either can create the storm and walk away from it, which is everybody deserves to be happy. Ooh. And then have people vote or who which side are you on? Like the engagement plug where they try to like create polls and all that crap. Or the other thing is you just only say nice things. I love Kelsey. I love Rosie. Icons.
Yeah. So that's why we podcast, so that we could expand our feelings.
Yes.
It's complex.
Everything is complex.
It's complex. Listen, it's fine. I get it. Alicia gave $15 to the Trump campaign. Wouldn't love it, but I don't know if she even had $15. Okay.
Would hate for you to meet my parents. Like I'm so like I don't know what liberal bubble everyone's living in because if they are, tell them to vote.
Yeah.
Tell them to vote.
Yeah. Yeah. If you hate that Alicia gave $15 to Trump, I would implore you to go and support your local candidates who you agree with. Do you know who's on your school board? No? Then shut the fuck up.
Never talk to me again, actually.
So stupid. Well, seriously, adore you guys. Go rate, review, and subscribe to Clap If You Care. Okay, follow Bravo by Brett everywhere. And also, if you are in Chicago, you better get yourself to Splash and enjoy yourself some summer house viewing parties and a Rhode Island viewing party.
It's the best. The watch parties to me are the best because you actually get to talk to people, which is a good and bad thing. Because some people talk to me like they know me, and that's the dynamic and the wonderful engagement I want. But some people are just really comfortable with me, and I hear some things they say, and I go, "Huh, okay."
And you say, "I'm not sure why you thought that I would be the person who would need to hear that, but." Okay.
Yeah, I'll tell you later some of the things people say to me. I go, oh well.
I can only imagine in the summer house space how cuckoo banunu people are nowadays.
Oh yeah,
people are so nuts. They're absolutely crazy. I saw Ira Madison say that they need to be in a padded cell next to the heated rivalry fandom because
close knit.
Everybody's going crazy. Oh, did you see Kyle? He was on a red carpet with Amanda for the premiere of the television show that they're both on. How dare he? He should have tarred and feathered her. He should have punched her in the face.
Yeah, I agree.
He should have socked her in the nose. Guys, relax. Are you guys okay?
That is
but
so
anyway,
good.
Go be a normal person if you're in Chicago.
Yes.
Go to Bravo. Go to Brett's page. Go to Brett's Instagram to get all the details. And be nice to him, guys.
Yeah, I need it, okay? Everyone should always be nice to me.
Be nice. Be nice to your content creators, okay? Especially the ones that are making organic content.
You don't
The
know what I
ones who
go
are
through every night.
the ones that are not trying to sell you the Clorox X dry bar activation.
Cut to me with Clorox. Here's my bedazzled Clorox. Me in my actual bathroom cleaning.
The actual toilet cleaning.
Would love to know what they use to clean their bathrooms. Oh wait.